And good morning, Math Masters and Math Wizards. Look at this. Mr. Leggett's light came in, so now I can see much better. So clip-on light. Alrighty, we're doing lesson 19, part 2 of our problem set. Those of you that have the problem set can follow along using that. Those of you that don't may follow along using scratch paper. And let's go ahead and start reading our first problem. Once again, we're doing fractions, but these are word problems with fractions. So we'll start off. Mrs. Jones had 1 4/8 pizzas left after a party. Okay, so that's what we know, and I'm going to go ahead and circle 1 4/8 in green. After giving some to Gary, lucky guy, she had 7/8 pizza left, and I'll circle 7/8 too. I'm going to circle that in orange. So this is what we know, this is what we need to find out. What fraction of pizza did she give to Gary? And we're going to do this 2 different ways, okay? Let's start out with 1 4/8. That's how much pizza she had left after the party. And we'll make number bonds. Okay, so we're going to find out how much was she gave some to Gary, she had 7/8 left. So basically what we're doing is 1 4/8 minus 7/8 to find out how much she gave to Gary, what fraction. So I'll make a number bond here. And this 1 will become 8/8. And what would I have left over? I'd have 4/8 left over, right? And then minus 7/8 equals, so now let's do this again. When we say, okay, we have 8/8 and 4/8, what is that going to become? Well, 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 12/8 minus 7/8. Now remember, the denominator doesn't change, that remains 8. And 12 minus 7, what's 12 minus 7? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's 5. So she gave Gary 5/8 of the pizza. Let's prove that another way. And we'll say Mrs. Jones has 1 4/8. Oops, that's not going to work out too good. And you can work along with me. So Mrs. Jones had 1 whole pizza. Oops, there goes my light. I'm not getting enough energy. What's the deal here? Huh. Come on, light. Well, that's a little disappointing that it went out so quickly on me. Huh. Well, maybe it'll come back. In any event, we have 1 4/8, so we're going to divide these into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this represents 1 whole pizza. And then she had 4/8 left over too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm really upset about this. My light not working. Well, so we have 1 whole, our 8/8, and then we have the 4/8 left over. Remember, she had 1 4/8 pizza, and then she gave Gary 7/8, and our answer was 5/8. So if we cross these out, it should be 5/8. Let's cross out 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She gave him 7/8. I'm so sorry. Forget that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Wow, Mr. Layton, come on. I think this whole light thing has got me a little flustered. Huh. Well, here we go. Now I think I can get it working. Yay! Got it back. All right. So let's go with our next one. Our next question. A baker had 2 pans of cornbread. That's what we know. And I'm going to circle 2. He served 1 1/4 pounds. All right. It's delicious cornbread. What we need to find out is what fraction of a pan was left. And once again, you don't have to write this down. We can just do this together. All right, so let's figure this out. We have 2 pans, and 1 1/4 is what he served. So basically what we're looking at, the problem, is 2 minus 1 1/4. Now I could make a tape diagram, maybe we will later on, but let's first just look at this and how we can figure this out. Our denominator is fourths, right? So we need to change these into fourths, okay? So I can make a number bond over here and have this be 4/4, and then we bring down the 1/4. Okay, what about the 2? Well, if I know 1 is 4/4, couldn't I do 4/4 plus 4/4? I think I can. And then we can figure this out. 4 plus 4 is 8, so I have 8/4. 4 plus 1 is 5, I have 5/4. Makes it a lot easier, right? Figuring it out this way, instead of making a tape diagram, which we will do anyways, just to prove our point here. So the 4 remains the same, and 8 minus 5, 6, 7, 8 is 3. So our answer should be 3/4 of a pan was left. Let's double check that using a tape diagram. So I kind of like using this just to show that, you know, we look at numbers and they're kind of numbers, they're abstract, and we can get a picture and you can really see what the problem's all about. So the baker had 2 pans, and he served 1 1/4 pounds. So we're going to turn them into fourths. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he has 2 whole pans. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 pan. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 pounds. Now he's going to serve 1 pan and 1/4. So we can just go like this. We cross out 1 pan, and then we cross out 1/4, and look, 3/4 of a pan. So 3/4 of a pan was left. And I guess the baker got to take him home and give him to his wife and children. When is a baker cruel? When he beats the eggs and whips the cream. All right, let's read our last one. Marius combined 4/8 gallon of lemonade, yum, 3/8 gallon of cranberry juice, yum, 6/8 gallon of soda water to make some punch for a party. These are all the things we know. And I'm going to do some circling, and I think I'll just circle these in black. 4/8, 3/8, and 6/8. The question is, how many gallons of punch did he make in all? Well, let's just go ahead and add these straight across. 4/8 plus 3/8 plus 6/8. What's that going to equal? We know the 8 doesn't change. The denominator does not change. It remains 8. Let's add this up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have 13/8. And once again, we could make tape diagrams and figure out exactly what 13/8 equals. But let's just make some number bond here. 13/8. We're going to make 8/8 to show 1. How many are left over? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5/8. So this would equal what? 1 5/8. Now let's go ahead and prove that using a tape diagram. Follow along with me, please. And if I'm moving along too fast, you can always pause the video. So I'm going to go ahead, since it's 1 5/8, I'm going to make 2 tape diagrams, and I'm going to put them into 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to get a little fancy here. Let's take a look. Marius combined 4/8 gallon of lemonade. I'll use green for lemonade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3/8 gallon of cranberry juice. Hey, look at this one. It looks like cranberry juice. 1, 2, 3. And then finally 6/8 gallon of soda water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what do we get? Was our answer correct? We got 1 whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. You bet it was correct. So now we can write Marius made 1 5/8 gallon of punch for his party. So that's how much he made for the punch for his party. 1 5/8 gallon. Oh yes. Oh well, hello, Math Mutt. Hello, boys and girls. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing well and enjoying this nice sunny weather. Yeah, it is a beautiful day, isn't it, Math? But yes, it is. We watched that video a while back on Bill Nye and in the weather and the climate. It was very interesting. Yes, it was. What did you enjoy about today's math lesson? Well, I always enjoy making the tape diagrams. See, this way we can see that Marius, he made 4/8 gallons of lemonade, 3/8 gallon of the cranberry juice, and 6/8 gallon of the soda water. Delicious. But we can see right here it's 1 5/8 gallon that he made for the party. Yes, I really enjoyed that part too, Math Mutt. Okay, Mr. Leggett, I'll see you later. I need to go clean my doghouse. All right, well, you go do that, buddy. All right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. And make sure you get onto IXL and Imagine Learning, and for 25 minutes each, and take the quiz based on the past 2 math lessons for this week. Take that quiz on Google Classroom.